Hello everyone, welcome to Money Magic. Let's get started with short stock shorts. Let's start with market level. After a gap up opening, market saw selling pressure and declined rapidly. However, they did see some buying interest at lower levels during the second half of the day and closed nearly flat. Among the sectorial indices, Nifty PSU banks were up by 3.2% and Nifty Auto up by 0.8%. They are the top gainers, whereas Nifty Pharma and Nifty Realty were top losers with 0.9% and 0.3% down respectively. Today, domestic institutional investors net sales of 2,370 crores and foreign institutional investor buy of net value 1,879 crores. Currently, Sensex PE is trading at 34.65. Now moving on to our updates, let's start with macroeconomics. Data for retail inflation or CPI, fuels demands and unemployment rates were released over the past few days. Here are quick overview. Consumer price index, also indicated as inflation, CPI was reported at 4.5% in December 2020 as compared to 6.93% in November and 7.61% in October. Urban inflation eased from previous month. It was at 5.19% in December as compared to 6.73% in November. It was at 7.33% in October. For rural inflations also dropped quite a bit. It was reported at 4.07% versus 7.2% in November. Now let's see unemployment rate. Center for Monitoring Indian Economy or CMIE publish unemployment data on weekly and monthly basis. For the week ending of January 10th, the unemployment rate was 7.38%. The rate has been consistently falling for the past 4 weeks. The unemployment rate for December 2020 was reported at 9.06%. Fuel consumption, a metric for measuring fuel demands, was at an 11-month high in December 2020. It rose around 4% to 18.6 million tons in December when compared to fuel demands in November. However, we compared to December 2019, the demand fall 1.8%, which means Indian fuel demands is yet to reach pre-COVID level. Diesel consumption too rose 1.9% to 7.18 million tons in December when compared to November and fall 2.8% when compared to December 2019. The Indian Railway Finance Corporation IRFC initial public offering worth 4,600 crores will open for subscription on January 18. The price band of the issue will be 25 to 16 per share and bid size has been fixed at minimum of 575 equity share. IRFC is the market borrowing arm of Indian Railways. IT majors post strong quarter 3 results. Infosys and Wipro announced their quarter 3 results today. In terms of constant currency revenue growth, Infosys report 5.3% quarter-on-quarter rise and Wipro grew 3.4%. For reference, TCS grew by 4.1%. Infosys post net profit of 5,197 crores, better than stress estimated of 5,060 crores. On the back of continued strong performance, it has raised its full year revenue guidance to 4.5 to 5% from 2 to 3% earlier, and for operating margin guidance to 23 to 24%. Its share has gained nearly 10% in this month ahead of the results. Wipro net profit stood at 2,968 crores, higher than the estimated 2,551 crores. Ahead of the results, its share has gained nearly 19% this month. Granules India announced that it received US FDA approvals for the diabetes management drugs. The market for these drugs is about 192 million in dollars. In 2020, shares of Granules India saw high investor interest and rose over 180%. The company is expected to announce its quarter 3 results on 28th January. Its share gains 1.7% today. Global wholesale numbers increased 37% on quarter basis and 1% on year basis to 2.78 lakh units in October to December quarter. For the rumor on Tesla, Tata Motor issued a classification denying all such rumors on deal with Tesla to sell their cars in India. Bharti Airtel received FDI approvals for its relevant downstream investments, and according to Airtel, is initially the process to review its foreign investment limits to 100% with immediate effect. IT service major Tech Mahindra on Tuesday said it will acquire Hong Kong-based Payment Technology Service Limited or PTSL for $9 million, approximately 66 crores. The acquisition of PTS will give the company IPS and license for two products, Open Payment Framework and Multi-Bank Systems. Mahindra & Mahindra has reportedly cut over half of the workforce at its North America unit, which has over 500 employments in earlier 2020. Affecting positions include engineers and manufacturing jobs at its Detroit plants that produce Roxors, as well as sales executive. Mahindra City COVID-19 and legal battle with Fiat Chryslers over earlier Roxo models for layoff. SpiceJet signs an MOU with the Brussels Airport, Belgium for providing seamless transportation of COVID-19 vaccines. Earlier in December, SpiceJet has also signed an MOU with Plus Advanced Technology for the supplement of temperature-controlled box that will be required for transportations of coronavirus vaccine. TCS will acquire GE stakes in Tata Consultant Service Saudi Arab for $12,471, about 9.13 lakhs. In September 2013, CS had announced a partnership with GE to create an all-women business processing service center in Riyadh. According to planned exit, GE stakes is being taken over by TCS. Mutual fund cut down stakes in SBI Bank to 12.73% in December quarter for 12.95% in previous quarter. LIC also cut its shareholdings to 9.74% from 10%. Bharat Rasayan Board approved the proposal of buybacks of 93,472 shares, which translate to 2.2% of the capital at Rs 11,500 per share. Power Finance Corporation will raise 10,000 crores through bonds in two transactions. RITES said it has won 67.79 crores contract from National High Speed Rail Corporation. Thank you for today's video and stay tuned with us.